Hey guys, this is PK News back with a news story. And whenever you probably see this guy in the picture on news item, you probably know that it's going to be something bad in Pakistan these days. Nothing against Miftah, but this is news right now. This is the story of Pakistan at the moment. So it's in regards to the budget 2022 and 23 and the super tax of 10% as well on various business industries. So the government has agreed to the IMF demand in order to revive the 6 billion loan program stalled since months. Finance Minister Miftah Ismail on Friday said that the country has been saved from bankruptcy and urged the super rich of the country to share the burden of taxes. While delivering his budget winding up speech in the National Assembly, he's talking about 10% tax on large scale industry. The stock exchange after that did lose a lot of points, like 2,000 points during the intraday trade. IMF had confirmed that discussions with the Pakistani authorities on policies to strengthen macroeconomic stability in the coming year continue. And plus, what he's saying is that um, he will also share the burden of this price by paying over 200 million more taxes this year based on companies that he has. I wonder why, if somebody has a lot of companies, why he would want to work in the government cycle or circle as well. Just let it go, bro. Just enjoy your money. Industry, anyway. Criticizing the PTI government for damaging the economy, the minister said that the fiscal year 2021 and 22 would be remembered as the worst year as the country deviated from its set targets, accumulating huge deficits up to 5,310 billion rupees, which is around 9.85% of the GDP. He questioned how Imran Khan and his team talked about sovereignty when they had taken huge debts during their tenure, taking the country to the brink of default. By taking several decisions, the incumbent government has saved the country from bankruptcy. He said the country is not going towards default, it is going towards progress now. Guess so. The budget is farmer friendly as many initiatives have been taken to promote agriculture sector to make the country self-sufficient in edible oil, wheat, and other crop production. Freeze 40,000 fixed income sales tax on small gold shops. Having moving on the bullion trading, Miftah said that there are over 30,000 gold shops. However, only 22 are registered, and their average sales are worth 4,000 rupees per day as per the official records. These market owners show their sales at rupees 4,000, but we believe the average sales amount to approximately 100 million. That is correct, actually. Gold shops, you're talking about a very lucrative trade um, item, and I'm definitely sure they make a lot of profit in this. He said, announcing that a fixed income and sales tax worth 40 rupees. I think 40,000 is less, bro. Has been imposed on shops that cover an area less than 300 square feet. Meanwhile, 17% sales tax has been reduced to 3% for shops covering an area of more than 300 square feet, as such high tax can never be received. This that's boring, bro, because I don't understand how they come to these calculations. There should be some way of calculating how much the income is, and based on that, there should be a percentage of tax. It's not like you can fix the amount. Then why are you putting more tax on the salaried people then? Moreover, to decrease the country's reliance on other countries for funds, Miftah announced a list of taxes that would be collected from the elite class and large-scale industries, 1% additional super tax on individual on companies earning more than 150 million, 2% for more than 200 million, 3% for more than 250 million, and 4% for more than 300 million. As well, 10% super tax imposed in 13 sectors, including cement, steel, banking, airlines, textile, automobile, assembling, sugar mills, well, basically, what I understand from this, I understand that they're putting up more tax on these industries, which is fine, but basically they're gonna add those taxes into their prices, and then the end consumer, which is us, we're gonna have to pay those in the end. Meanwhile, 4% super tax will be applicable to all other sectors. Miftah later in a tweet also clarified that a super tax of 4% will be applicable to all sectors, but for the specified 13 sectors, another 6% will be added. Those are a lot of taxes, bro. Moving on, details of the tax, he said there were around 900,000 retail shops in Pakistan, and the government wanted to bring 250,000 to 300,000 of these shops into the tax net. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The shops, these need to be regulated in a way so that they start paying the tax as well. Because most of the shopkeepers, they don't even have the bank accounts. They just make the sales on daily basis. They don't really pay the taxes. And the funny thing is, they're the ones to increase the prices right away. There's a price hike news in the news, and they'll start increasing prices right away. It's like they still have the old stock, but they increase the price anyway. He added that under the initiative, small shops would have to pay a fixed tax of 3,000 monthly, and big retailers rupees 10,000. So tax concessions, moving towards some other concessions which have been decided. After considering a recommendation, condition of withholding tax on IT sector companies withdrawn. Companies with sales less than 800 million exempted from withholding tax. Tax on venture capitalist funds invested in IT sector removed. Minimum tax on oil marketing companies, which was 0.75% reduced to 0.5%. Commission on outgoing in tenders at the time of receipt slashed to 1% from 5%. Provision of 50% reduction in capital gains tax for those who have had been allocated a lot of plots while in service restored. Families of martyred and war wounded individuals exempted from tax. So tax collection target increased. Bifta also told the House that the tax target, which was initially set to 7.00 trillion, had been increased to 7.47 trillion. At the same time, he added the target of non-tax revenue that was set at rupees 2 trillion had been revised down to 1.94 trillion. He announced that the government will give 4.37 trillion to the provinces. After all the expenses, the federal government deficit would stand at 4.55 trillion and total deficit of 3.78 trillion. He recalled that when the erstwhile Fata, whatever, whatever, was merged with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the tribal areas had been given an exemption of tax of every kind until 2023. Miftah said the government intended to introduce a bill to exempt the residents of these areas from paying income tax. However, he added companies and industries operating in these areas would be brought into the tax net. So this is the gist of it, and I mean, I'm not really an expert, but so far there's a lot of taxes. What I'm concerned right now is because I'm a salaried person. Do I have to pay more taxes? Do I get a salary hike as well? Since there's price hikes everywhere around. This is the question for most of the people that they want to ask. But anyway, this is the news in regards to the budget 2022 and 23. I'm definitely sure nobody likes it. With that, peeking news out. You have a nice day. Thank you for listening and watching.